Hello everyone, welcome to Synthesis IAS Academy, a place of blend of ideas. About me, I am Sandeep Bhushan Tumala and my credentials are I have 10 years of teaching experience for civil services. I teach international relations and internal security, daily analysis of the Hindu newspaper, and also the in-depth analysis of editorials and articles. And this session will certainly be helpful for you in regards to prelims as well as mains examinations, because throughout my session I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases. So the keywords and the key phrases are very crucial for your examinations. So thereby, by emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases, these keywords and the key phrases will certainly help you to identify the factual, analytical, and also the conceptual questions, which will be very useful for you in regards to the preliminary examinations. So thereby my focus would be on the keywords and the key phrases, and not only it will be useful my session for prelims, but it will also be useful for you in regards to the means, that is for the answer writing. So answer writing is the key for you to score higher marks in the mains examinations, and you can certainly score higher marks in the mains examinations provided your answer should be precise and concise, which wherein the UPSC would be demanding that your answers would be precise and concise. Only then you can score higher marks, and my session will definitely guide you to crack prelims and mains both for 2020 as well as 2021. And the topic for the day is 5-point course of action. So this is a 5-point course of action which has been taken up in a joint statement between India and China. That is the discussions or the meeting which has taken place between the two countries foreign ministers, that is external affairs ministers from India, that is S. Jaishankar, and the foreign minister from China, Wang Yi. So definitely they both had a long marathon session, and then they have come up with a agreed discussion, and they have come up with an action plan. That action plan is called as 5-point course of action. So throughout my session we will look at what are those 5-point course of action, and we will also focus on the agreements or the protocols in regards to India-China border engagement. So first and foremost, we will look at the joint press statement. So this joint press statement was after a 2.5 hour long meeting, and it was certainly a marathon meeting between the external affairs minister S. Jaishankar from India's side and Chinese foreign minister, that is Wang Yi. And they both, after having a 2.5 hour long session, they have agreed that they have come to a conclusion for a 5-point course of action. And why? Now the point is, why is the necessity to be having a 5-point course of action between India and China? Yes, definitely the 5-point course of action is for the de-escalation of the 4-month long standoff which is happening between India and China along the line of actual control since the month of May, that is May 2020. So certainly the de-escalation has to take place, and this is a much awaited one, which is since almost 4 months long standoff between both the troops between India and China, and this have been a breakthrough on 10th September, and it was in Moscow wherein both the foreign ministers have met, and they met on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's ministerial level talks. So on the sidelines of this co-meeting, that is by the importance of having the ministerial level talks in Moscow. So we have come to a conclusion that a 5-point course of action has been agreed by both the countries, so that we can get into the mode of gradually de-escalation of troops along the LAC between India and China. And both the countries have come up with a frank and constructive discussions on the developments of India-China border areas as well as India-China relations. So the discussion or the marathon 2.5 hour session is not just in regards to the 5 point course of action, which is particularly to de-escalation of the troops along the LAC, no doubt about it. But along with the border areas which they have discussed, they have also discussed about the relations. So definitely it is in regards to the bilateral relations between India and China. Not only they have stuck to the de-escalation of the troops, that is in regards to the border areas. No, as well as it was in regards to the building up of the bilateral relations or strengthening the bilateral relations between India and China. So the discussion was in regards to the developments of border areas and also in regards to the relations between India and China. And now we will focus at the 5 point course of action, which could be a very important point from UPSC perspective point of view, both in regards to the prelims point of view as well as from the mains point of view. So we will focus, and this is the key word, that is that almost after 4.5 months of long discussions, or we had various levels of talks which India and China have been engaging, that is in regards to the military level talks, we had the talks, and also in regards to the diplomatic level talks, and also in regards to the special representative level talks have also been taken up between both the countries. So in regards to the special representative level talks, so these were the various level talks which were being engaged between both the countries, and now at the Moscow on the sidelines of the SCO summit on the ministerial level talks. So we had the 4 point course of action. So we will look at it in depth so that we can have a in-depth analysis of the how we can look at from international relations perspective between India and China. So the two ministers have agreed that both sides should take guidance. So definitely here the keyword is to take the guidance. What? From series of consensus. That is what I was mentioning here. That is ministerial or military level talks, diplomatic level talks, and also special representative level talks. So what the previous engagements have been taken up or talks have been taken up between India and China, we have to, I mean both the countries have agreed that they have to take the guidance from the series of consensus or the talks which both the countries have been engaged, and they should not allow any kind of differences to become a dispute. So there can be differences between the countries or the neighboring countries, or especially in regards to India and China. Yes, the differences can be sorted out by having a cordial relations and then sitting across the table and then have a meet and then we can resolve the differences, but the differences should not become dispute. That is what the first point is, that we need to take the guidance from the series of consensus or the discussions or the talks which we have engaged between both the countries. Not only that, the differences should not become dispute. So that is the first point in the 5 point course of action. And the second one is that both the ministries or ministers have agreed that the current situation in the border areas is not in the interest of either side. So definitely the kind of skirmish or the face off or the standoff which is progressing and which is gradually going at a different level is not in the interest of either India or China. That was also agreed between both the countries along the LAC which the situation is going on. So the second point in the 5 point course of action is that the current situation along the LAC is not the interest of each or either side of the India and China. And they also looked at that both the countries have had the border troops, both the sides should continue the dialogue. So what is important is talks should always be continuing. Talks should continue, because if talks are not continued, so we cannot come up with any kind of situation which will prevail in such a way that there would be a kind of solution between both the countries to de-escalate the troops or disengagement of the troops between both the countries along the LAC. So definitely both the countries have agreed that the troops or the countries should continue the dialogue and then quickly disengage between the LAC along the LAC and maintain proper distance. So that is what is important, because along the LAC what is important is, if even though if it is PLA or Chinese troops or PLA and then Indian troops, there has to be a distance. There has to be a distance. But we have experienced, or we have seen it in the news, that the PLA have almost come close to the LAC and they have been trying to sneak into the Indian territory, and that was definitely being discussed, that to maintain proper distance and ease tensions between the countries along the LAC. And the third 5-point course of action which has been agreed by both the countries is that both the countries shall abide by the existing agreements and protocols. So what is important is agreements and protocols. So we do have, both the countries do have the agreements and protocols between India and China in regards to the border affairs. So what is the necessity at this junction in regards to the 5-point course of action is that both the sides have agreed that they shall abide by the existing agreements and protocols in regards to the border affairs between India and China. And not only that, both the countries should maintain peace and tranquility along the border areas, so that once you maintain the peace and tranquility along the border areas, we can, both the countries can avoid any kind of action which could escalate further, and it would create a kind of furor or a situation wherein none of the countries either would be in the interest of either countries. So that is the third 5-point course of action which has been part of the discussion between both the foreign ministers. And the fourth one is that both the sides have agreed to continue to have a dialogue and communication. So what we have discussed in the second point is to have a dialogue. So that is very important. So when the talks are going on, so definitely we will have a dialogue and there should be a communication between both the countries, and that has to happen through what? Through a special representative mechanism. Through a special representative mechanism between both India and China border issues. So definitely we had this special representative level talks between India and China, and the special representative from India was the National Security Advisor, that is Ajit Doval. That was Ajit Doval, and the special representative from China was the Foreign Minister of China, Wang Yi. So definitely that dialogue and communication should continue through the special representative mechanism is also part of the fourth 5-point course of action. And not only that, both have agreed that the working mechanism for consultation and coordination. So it is the working mechanism for consultation. So we need to get into the mode of continuous consultation and coordination between both the countries in regards to the border affairs, and that should also continue. Was that what we have agreed, both the countries have agreed. So in regards to the dialogue and communication should continue, and the working mechanism for consultation and coordination between both the countries India and China in regards to the border affairs should continue. And the fifth one, that is the fifth point of course of action, is that the ministers have agreed, as the situation eases, so gradually when the de-escalation takes place or disengagement of the troops take place, so the situation will certainly ease along the LAC between India and China, and the two sides should expedite work. So they have to increase or they have to fasten the work to conclude what? New confidence building measures. So definitely once the situation eases, that is in regards to the disengagement and de-escalation of the troops takes place because of the 5-point course of action, which has been part of the joint statement between India and China. So thereby the situation will certainly ease, and once the situation certainly eases, So both the countries should expedite, should fasten the work in regards to having the new confidence building measures. And this is the crucial keyword what you as a civil servant aspirant has to focus, because it is that both the countries are wanting to conclude in a very expedite manner in regards to the new confidence building measures. Why? To maintain peace and tranquility along the border. And definitely this 5-point course of action are the template for what? For the principles of disengagement. So there could be a very probable question on the keyword. So the keyword here is the principles of disengagement. Principles of disengagement. We have earlier between India and China, we had the Panchashil agreement. We had the Panchashil agreement between both the countries. So definitely the Panchashil agreement, as it is an important one between both the countries to have the cordial relations in regards to the foreign policy between both the countries, as well as now the 5 points are the template for the principles of disengagement of troops between India and China along the LAC. And not only this, we will focus, as I said, we will also focus, and this I'm taking it because not only just sticking to the 5-point course of action which has been mentioned in the joint statement, but I am also focusing on the border agreements between India and China. And this is again a useful information for prelims as well as mains examinations, because you need to focus even on the agreements and protocols which have been taken up between India and China in the past, so that we can go ahead with having a good relations or the cordial relations in regards to maintaining or in regards to the border affairs. So these are in regards to the border affairs between India and China, and these are very important agreements and protocols between India and China. We will focus those. So in the year 1993, both the countries have gone ahead with signing an agreement, and that agreement is called as Maintenance of Peace and Tranquility. Maintenance of peace and tranquility is the one which is being signed between both the countries on 7th September 1993, and that is in regards to the border areas, that is in regards to the line of actual control, maintaining the peace and tranquility. So the first agreement or the protocol between India and China is in the year 1993. First one. And the second one was signed in the year 1996, that is on 29th November 1996, and that is in regards to the confidence building measure. The agreement or the protocol is in regards to the confidence building measure between India and China in regards to the military field along the LAC, between India and China in regards to the border affairs or border areas. So look at it, as we have looked at now, that both the countries, once the situation eases, the fifth, I'm talking about the fifth, this fifth one, they wanted to make sure that they expedite the work to conclude the new confidence building measure. So for this, at least, as I said, this is a keyword, and now this keyword you have to link it with the earlier agreement between India and China in regards to the border affairs along the LAC. That was in the year 1996. So look at it. Now they wanted to come up with the new confidence building measures. So you as a civil servant aspirant, when you are focusing on the fifth point of the 5-point course of action, you have to link it with the 1996 agreement between India and China in regards to border areas. That is, we have come up with the confidence building measure, and both the countries have signed the confidence building measure which is pertaining to the military field, which was signed on 29 November 1996, and the new one will be the new confidence building measures. And the other one agreement which was signed, the third one, is in the year 2005. That was in regards to coming up with the or framing up with the modalities, that is in regards to the rules and regulations for what? For the implementation of confidence building measures. So look at it, when we are talking about the fifth 5-point course of action, that the new confidence building measure has to be concluded in an expedite manner that was been agreed between both the foreign ministers. It has lot of the background. The genesis is back to 1996. The agreement signed between India and China, that is the confidence building measure, in 1996, and in 2005 we have come up with the modalities, that is the rules and regulations or the framework. Modalities or the rules and regulations or the framework, we have come up with the framework for what? For the implementation of the confidence building measures which were signed in the year 1996, which were in regards to the military field. It was signed on 11th April 2005. So look at it, 1996 2005 in regards to the confidence building measure. And again in the year 2012, both the countries have come up together for the signing of establishment of what? Of working mechanism for consultation and coordination. So this is also an in the 5-point course of action, which is the fourth one. I will take you to that. Here you have. So this is the fourth 5-point course of action, and it talks about the continuing the working mechanism for consultation and coordination between India and China in regards to the border affairs. So look at it, why I have taken the 5-point course of action and linking it with the border agreements and the protocols between India and China way back from 1993 is because you need to have the proper coordination, and the linking and the analysis should be in such a way that if a question is asked in the prelims or mains, you should be in a position to answer to that, so that you will be scoring more marks even in prelims as well as means, and then you will have a better conceptual and understanding in regards to the border agreements between India and China, border affairs agreement between India and China. So the one which was signed in the year 2012 is the fourth 5-point course of action. So the establishment of the working mechanism. So for the working mechanism of consultation and coordination between both the countries in regards to the border affairs was signed on 17th January 2012, and this is the fourth one. And now we will look at the fifth one, that is which was signed in the year 2013. What was signed in the year 2013? That is in regards to the defense or border defense. It is in regards to the border defense. So definitely the border defense cooperation was signed between both the countries, that is India and China, in regards to reaffirming that neither side, that is India or China, will not use or threaten or use any kind of force against each other or seek any unilateral superiority. That was the main focus in regards to the border defense cooperation. So this is what is important, that we have focused the 5 agreements or protocols between India and China in regards to the border affairs, and you also should definitely link these 5 agreements and protocols between India and China in regards to border affairs, link it with the 5-point course of action 2020 between both the countries in regards to the foreign ministers having discussions and agreed for the 5-point course of action. So just for summing up, 1993, 1996, 2012, we had the earlier also, again we had one more, that is 2005, extremely sorry for the rush, 2005, and then 2012. So this is 2005, 2012 and 2013. So these are the agreements and protocol. The timeline, this timeline, please do keep it in mind: 1993, 1996, 2005
2012 and 2013, which wherein it will be very useful for you. And then we have definitely discussed the 5-point course of action to the agreements and protocols between India and China in regards to border affairs way back from 1993, 1996, 2005, 2012 and again in 2013, and the 5-point course of action that is in 2020. So I hope this topic was an helpful, informative one, and also in regards to it would be a knowledgeable one in regards to making sure that you will have an edge over others, especially in regards to the UPSC preparation perspective point of view. And then I would say a big thank you to all, and then a best of luck to you all. And then before you sign off, do like the video, share the video, and subscribe the channel, that is in regards to Synthesis IAS Academy, a place where blend of ideas take place. So again, see you tomorrow with a new topic which will be certainly useful for you in regards to the prelims as well as mains examination. Thank you very much.